Hi, and welcome back to part two. Here we're going to take a look at the week ahead. Okay, so it's a big week for central bank meetings this week. A couple of speeches coming out from central bankers as well. Obviously not from those with the meetings because they go into sort of a quiet period. But RBA will, someone from them will be speaking. But central banks. So let's have a look at what's going on. So in the US, we've got quite a bit of data coming out, that's stacking it up, getting it out of the way before the Christmas period. So we've got inflation data coming out. So we've got CPI and PPI coming out. And then, of course, we've got the FOMC meeting where the Fed's going to decide what to do with rates. 5.5% at the moment. Expectations are that they're just going to stay where they are. Again, you're getting sentiment changing a little bit for next year. When will the Fed cut next year? I've got my own ideas, which I'll cover when we get to part 3 in the macro. Also, look out for the dot plot this time. This is for each member forecasting what their expectations going forward next year, the year after, and further forward as well. So that's always very interesting, and that will impact the markets. There's also retail sales coming out. We've got the Empire State Manufacturing Index, capacity utilization, industrial production, and some PMIs. Also, there's going to be, if you are trading oil at all, although it impacts everything anyway, there's the OPEC monthly report being released. And then we're going to move on to the EU. So we've got ZEW coming out, industrial production. Yes, a central bank meeting there. So the ECB is going to make their rate decision. That is currently 4.5%. And there's PMIs coming out too. Then in Germany, we've got ZEW and PMIs. Then moving on to the UK, so we've got some employment data coming out, trade balance, GDP, industrial production, some manufacturing data, and of course that awaited Bank of England rate decision as well, where rates are currently 5.25%. And then also there is consumer confidence and PMI. So quite a busy week for some data. In Canada, not so much. We've just got housing data. China, we've got housing data as well, along with industrial production and retail sales. Then we've got another central bank decision. So that's from the Swiss. So SNB is going to make their rate decision. They are currently at 1.75. Then in New Zealand, we've got GDP and PMI. Moving on to Japan. So some data coming out there. We've got PPI, we've got trade balance, manufacturing data, again, capacity utilization, industrial production, and PMI. And then finally in Australia, we've got consumer confidence, some employment data, and also PMI. So it's going to be a very interesting week. I suppose if I had to make decisions, pretty much basic, that central banks will leave rates where they are. 2024 is going to be really interesting. We're going to start to see some rate movement, potentially on the downside. It's just going to be a matter of who blinks first. But I'm going to cover all of that in part 3, so hopefully you'll join us for that. So we've got lots to look forward to this week. It's going to be a big week. It's going to, it's certainly going to have some guidance of where things are heading with both the FOMC, so the Fed effectively, and the ECB both deciding on rates, but also, hopefully giving us just a little inkling of some forward guidance of what their expectations are. You've sort of got rates going up at the same time that the risks of recession, but as I've said for quite some time, I think at the moment that that's acceptable, and it's in part of the central bank's plans, but I'll cover that in the macro part. So just to highlight our services, daily newsletters full of headlines, global news. You can get them either direct from us, or we do post them on LinkedIn as well. And then if you would like to subscribe, we offer fresh daily chart levels, which includes daily pivot points. Then we offer anything from one-day workshops, one-week courses, and also our comprehensive accredited masterclass. So, whatever level you're at, we can help you to improve, and, hopefully help you to get where, your goal is when it comes to trading. And then to also help with that, we do trader mentoring. We consult to companies to help them with their exposure on FX and commodities. We provide lots of educational content, individuals, exchanges and brokers. If you're looking for a funded trading account, then check out our partner at Nordic Funder. They offer some great ones there, and of course you've got lots of sort of different parameters that you can add, and there is no time limit, which is really important. One of the reasons, a major reason why we were happy to partner with them. And if you've got any sort of reason to contact us, you'd like maybe a bit more insight, or you'd like to find out more about our courses and such like, then contact us at info@symaxfintech.com, or direct to me at chris.tubby@symax-int.com. Now on the 17th, next Saturday, the 17th of June, I will be in London. If you're around, then there is a traders event going on, Traders Day Live. If you want information, again, just reach out to me and let me know. But it'll be a great day. There's going to be a lot of experts there. I'm doing a presentation. I'm also on a trading panel of experts where we're discussing sort of our journey so far in trading. So it should be a good fun day. As usual, we start with our disclaimer. So trading involves the potential risk of loss of capital. It's not suitable for everyone, although hopefully it is for you. When it comes to leverage, just be careful, because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. Everything we include in here is just purely for educational purposes. We're not trying to provide you with advice. We're just trying to help you prepare, understand the markets better, to help you make better decisions. But of course, if you are looking to invest or trade, that has to be your decision. And before you make that, you should consider your financial situation, your level of experience, and your risk appetite. And of course, on your risk capital, you're prepared, but more importantly, can afford to lose. If you've got any doubts whatsoever, seek independent financial advice before risking your capital.